This is a booklet that our 4-H representative has brought to us, and it tells us about what's happening inside the egg each day during the incubation process. So the first thing that happens is that a germinal disc will form, and that is this little teeny tiny circle that you can see on the egg yolk. So this is a picture of the inside of the egg. At either end of the egg, you'll see these wispy little things that look like maybe ears. That is a little teeny tiny way that the egg attaches to the shell, kind of like bungee cords, to keep the yolk in the center and keep it from banging around. Okay? This is day 2. This is day 20 days to go until the chick will hatch. The growth begins in the egg sac, and the circulation system, which is starting to form along inside there. That little teeny tiny pea-sized thing is our embryo. An embryo is a baby of whatever is going to be. We have embryos in plants. If you dissect a lima bean, you will find a little teeny tiny baby plant inside a lima bean that will grow to become the adult plant. If you go into a mammal like a cat or a dog, we all start as a little tiny embryo, this little tiny version of what is going to become the baby whatever. So on day 2, our embryo development, they have started to send out blood vessels, meaning veins, out towards the yolk to start absorbing the energy from the yolk, and the heart starts to beat. Just 2 days in, the little guy has a heart that is beating. On day 18 days to go, the little embryo starts to form its wings and legs, and we can candle the egg at this point and see whether we can see the embryo developing. That means putting a bright light behind the egg. I did do that. I tried to videotape it, but it wouldn't show up on the videotape. I can see that we do have what looks like chicks forming in our eggs. There is the dark mass that it should be there. This is 17 days to go. It says that the tongue begins to form, the embryo separates from the yolk, and you can see its little teeny tiny eye. That is its eye. On day 16, this is 2 days ago, the formation of the internal organs is moving along, and we have the little pea shape. You can start seeing this little creature in here. The veins running out from it, again, are absorbing the energy from the egg yolk. That little embryo, like we said with the water, is not attached to mom, so it has to absorb the energy from the yolk, and that is what the yolk is for. It's the food for the little baby that is growing. Here, developing. Here's the development as of yesterday, with 15 days to go. We have a digits and wings and legs starting to form. So it's starting to develop little feet and little wings. It doesn't have hands because it's a chicken. Here is one that's a little bit gross, but it is the inside of the egg, and we can see the little teeny tiny embryo now. He is looking at you. Those are his 2 eyes on the side of his head and his little beak up front. So you can see the little embryo growing, and he is using the egg yolk to use up its energy, and you can see the yolk is getting smaller as that happens. So that is an interior shot of a little teeny tiny embryo of the chick. This is where we are today. We have 14 days to go. We have 2 weeks until our eggs hatch. We will see how they look over the near future. I am hoping that you are having a good spring and will come back and check us out over the next 2 weeks. I am still working on trying to figure out how to make a live stream for you to see eggs hatching, if I can do that. We have some good ways to zoom in and see the eggs, and we should be able to see pretty clearly what's going on inside when one starts to hatch. So please join us back here for more exciting science.